Well, I made a gamble and it didn't work.
We're Sid and Mackie, and we're professional mountain bikers on a quest to race the best and most challenging mountain bike races around the world.
Most epic thing I've ever done.
We're also on a quest to get the absolute most out of ourselves as athletes. We always want to be getting better than we were a year ago, a week ago, in our last race. This weekend, we're racing the Grand Junction Rides and Vibes, a 2-day event with a fat tire criterium on day 1 and a 40-mile backcountry race on day 2. This is the second event of the Singletrack Series, and after we both had good races at event 1, Moab Rocks, we have high hopes for this one. It's technical, rocky, and all the things we like. But here's the thing with bike racing. Sometimes you give everything you have and still come up short.
Oh man, double, full leg cramps.
It was pretty rough.
Last night, I had a dream of us coming together. Last night, in my dream, I saw unity. I had a taste of democracy, and I felt.
We got coffee, we got water. Today is day 1 of the Grand Junction Rides and Vibes Festival. It is Crit Day, and due to a series of unfortunate events, some of which were completely in our control and others were not, it is also our pre-ride day.
We did choose to leave yesterday. We knew it was a 7-hour drive. We left at 9 o'clock. That would have gotten us here at 4, which would have been great. And then
we left no buffer.
We didn't leave any buffer, and that was on us.
That's on us.
But the road construction in
basically,
multiple
we sat
places.
still for a total of like an hour due to different unfortunate events. But we're rolling with the punches.
It's all good.
We're gonna do it today.
Yeah.
We're only pre-riding a really tiny bit of the course. It is supposedly the most technical. It's a trail called Butter Knife. It's like 7:30 now. We're gonna eat something real quick, go out, do that early, come back, recover really hard, and then race the criterium at 6:30. And then
We're gonna recover
rinse and
even
repeat
harder. And we're gonna race 40 miles tomorrow
at 7:30 in the morning. I historically have been a very, very poor sport about like things on pavement that are required to do the race before the race. We had to race through a castle once, and most people would be like, I got to race through a castle.
It was so cool.
But I'm like, oh my god, they're forcing me to race through a castle. It ended up being really fun, but they put these little gap jumps in there and we couldn't pre-ride it, and it was just like lined with spectators. The point was, I'm not going to be a grump about this, even though I don't like the timing.
There's no mandatory gap jumps.
Though that would really spice it up a little bit.
I've made some different choices for this weekend. Now is when I go test and find out whether or not they were the correct choices. This is the bike that we have raced the most this year, the new Niner RKT 9 RDO. It's 120 mil suspension in the front, 100 in the back. I'm running a Fox 34 step cast, so it's got the little notches cut out there to make it lighter. And then this is actually something that we weren't allowed to show you guys until just recently, but this is the new Float SL shock. Fox Transfer SL dropper post. Because it's the SL, it only has 100 millimeters of drop. I was willing to sacrifice infinite adjust and an extra 25 or 50 millimeters of dropper post for a half pound. 12-speed Shimano XTR drivetrain. We've got the Stages power meter on the non-drive side. Expedo pedals and the Velo Senso Ray saddle. And then we've got our new wheels, which are Noble TR35 rims on DT Swiss 180 hubs with Bird polymer spokes. And the main difference for this race versus previous races we've done this year is that I'm running the Aspens. And this is the new max speed compound. You can see max speed. And the Aspen is a pretty low profile tire. You can see pretty minimal in the middle, and then got some good cornering knobs still. this seems to be what the majority of my competitors are running as well. So I'm just gonna find out whether or not this tire can handle MACKY full speed on technical chunky stuff. So what do you think? We pre-rode the most technical part, apparently.
I can't quite decide if I'm glad I did that, because there were definitely like some lines that were good to know, or if I like totally blew up my legs trying to get up all the technical things. Find out this evening. Recover hard. And we're going to start with the new Scratch Labs Strawberries and Cream Recovery Sport Drink Mix, which brings us to the sponsor of this video, Competitive Cyclists. I think it's time to do a little taste test. It very much smells like strawberries. I'm like a little dubious about this because I would never order a strawberry milkshake. You know what I mean?
And since we know that Scratch's stuff tends to taste like what it is, or like the flavor as a milkshake.
I'm not saying strawberry milkshakes are bad. I'm just saying, like,
it's not your thing.
It wouldn't be my preference. It's very strawberry, which I like.
Okay.
It does have like vibes of strawberry milkshake, so I don't think it's gonna like replace the coffee or chocolate recovery in my heart. But as usual, Scratch has done a very good job. I also think this water was slightly warm from being in the car, so I think like blended with a little ice, it would be really, really good.
Oh yeah, definitely strawberry milkshake, which I would order a strawberry milkshake. So a little bit of ice blended up in here, or even just like ice in it, that would be, All
right, taste test number 2. It sounds really good.
Salted
excellent. Maple. This is the best one yet, for sure.
As Sid mentioned, all this stuff is available on Competitive Cyclist. So check out the links in the description, head on over there, and as always, you can use the code SidandMackey15 for 15% off your first order. Some exclusions apply.
We have skinny tired bikes.
They look so funny.
As usual, they look totally ridiculous. By that I mean totally fast and sexy and not stupid at all. There's a rule in this race that you can't go below 38s, so we have 40s. We've mixed 4 bottles of super high carb Scratch. We have eaten bread as our pre-race snack. I think now we just need to pack up some stuff for the crit, fill bottles for the crit, these are for tomorrow, and get dressed. Take it.
3, 2, 1.
He might have started out a little hot, but I think he's actually moving his way back up again. He was in 3rd for a while and then blew up, dangled off the back for a while, and now he's like solidly mid-pack, so exciting. this descent, this is all, yeah, this descent is all double track.
Okay, morning of the 40 miler.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! 3, 2, 1.
After a mile-long neutral rollout through town, the course heads into the Lunch Loops trail system and starts off with a steep technical climb up to the Third Flats area. Then there's the super fun technical descent down Butterknife, the trail we pre-rode yesterday, followed by a 2,000-foot climb up Windmill Road to the high point at 6,500 feet. At this point, we'll drop over 1,000 feet on a dirt road and then climb back up to 6,200 feet and finally descend all the way back down to town on fun rocky single track punctuated by short climbs, for a daily total of 43 miles and almost 6,000 feet of climbing.
Once the neutral rollout ended, this start was extremely fast, not to mention straight uphill. And for whatever reason, my body was not handling it well. I immediately found myself redlined, struggling to control my breath, and dangling off the back of the field.
Together.
They're right up there, guys. Let's bridge.
Okay. I got a rough start there. I just could not get my heart rate and breathing under control. Don't know why. Then for a bit there, I was pretty sure I was off course. But now I was off the course. I'm back on it now. Well, I guess that's just how today is going to be. Apparently, I've pretty much only gone uphill so far. So, need to not get discouraged. There's still hope for reeling some people in.
When I first realized my tire was going flat, my reaction was, well, I guess my gamble failed. But then I went to plug it and realized that I had pinch flatted. For anyone who's unfamiliar with pinch flatting, that's what happens when you hit something hard enough that the tire gets pinched between that thing and your rim. And the way you can tell a pinch flat versus a normal puncture is that in addition to the hole in the main part of the tire, you have a matching hole in the sidewall. The reason I'm explaining this is because pinch flats are generally due to a lack of air pressure. And this morning I had purposely set my pressure 2 psi below what I normally run because I knew the pressure would increase as the day warmed up. I almost always do this for early morning starts, but today I forgot to take into account the fact that we would be hitting the most technical descent of the race early enough that the air temperature wouldn't have increased significantly. So it turns out it wasn't my tire choice that was the issue, it was my tire pressure.
This is why you always carry extra plugs. Come on, Mackie, focus. You good, man? We're good, thanks. Come on, sealant. This is your job. Okay, Mackie, you've got some serious time to make up. Yes, you do. But the good news is that now I don't have to worry about anybody being in front of me on butter knife.
We're catching up. Good job, Sid. It was a very enjoyable descent. It's not very technical, so it's hard to make too much time, but it's fun. Here. That's perfect. Thank you. Keep it up. All right. Have a good one. So the expert men started 5 minutes behind pro women. So that's why these guys are all catching up now. Which is like absolutely the worst part of the whole race. Right after this. Go right, go right.
Thank you.
That's right.
Okay, we're on the windmill climb. 6.5 miles, 1,900 feet of climbing. Unfortunately, I seem to be in no man's land. I can see a guy up there, but well, just enough far ahead that gonna be a pain to catch him. And I got a couple guys probably the same-ish distance behind me. So I just gotta settle in, try to work my way forward, make up some of the time that I lost.
Tricky little climb, this one. But we did it. Thank you, guys.
Nice job.
Thanks so much.
All right, 3 miles to go, 900 feet. Got caught by that guy right up there, but I'm closing the gap on the next guy, so that's good.
Almost finished my bar. It's my goal for this climb. Trying to find some other wins here because genuinely not feeling that good, but still trucking. Focusing on the process, eating, moving forward. I don't know. It's the problem with racing. Sometimes it's hard to tell if you're having a shockingly bad day or if other people are having a shockingly good day. So, there's a lot of racing left. Finishing the bar. So, that's the goal. I was successful. I made it up the windmill climb. It was bad. It's not as bad as I feared. Now we have a nice fire road descent. Woohoo! I don't know if that was a good one or not.
Thanks, man. Last climb of the day. Looks like it's a little under 2 miles, 800 feet. So it's gonna be steep. It's probably gonna suck, but it's the last one. So, come on, Mackie, don't dilly-dally. Oh, sandy too. That really sucks.
And we're walking through a river. Oh, no. Pretty deep river. Fun. Oh, it actually feels really good. I kind of want to lie in it. Having my shoes full of water does not feel as good. Now we climb 800 feet in a mile and a half. That's pretty efficient. Top of the last big climb, though I've heard that the rest has lots of little climbs. I achieved another goal, finishing my second drink mix bottle. At the top of that, maybe I have like one sip left, but effectively finished it. Thank you. Finally a descent. It's mostly quite fun too, which I like fun. We dropped a ton on the paved road, which usually I would be a grump about, but today I was kind of like, well, these will get done faster. Also, the views were very nice. I've been inventing a song. It's a mashup of head, shoulders, knees, and toes, and I'm all alone. Because and then there's a verse where you say, just keep putting one foot in front of another. Foot bones connected to the ankle bone. Ankle bones connected to the shin bone. I'll let you by right at the top of this thing. If I don't cramp and fall over. Hi, how's it going?
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, have a good one.
Have fun.
You too. Ankle bones connected to the knee bone. Bone.
Oh man, double full leg cramps. Come on, legs, we're almost there. Oh. Oh man.
People I'm catching now are either doing the 35 or the 15. I don't know, but not my race. Just trying to get around them as efficiently as possible and also be nice, because it's kind of scary when you're a new racer doing a new course and then people are flying by you in the very end. One more if possible. Come by on your right. Thank you so much. Do you mind if I come by? Awesome, thank you so much. Yeah, we're going. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh man, I am suffering.
Absolutely beautiful view right up here. And we can see Grand Junction. Just giving me hope that we're almost there.
Don't give up yet.
I think we raced this in Duro like a long time ago. It seems vaguely familiar.
Well, I made a gamble and it didn't work. I flatted. It was a pinch flat. I purposely started a little bit low, about a PSI and a half lower than I normally do. I knew it was gonna get warmer. I didn't want my tires to be rock hard towards the end of the race.
Oh, where am I going?
We got to that technical part, butter knife, pretty early, and it hadn't warmed up that much. I should have started with a little bit more air in the tires, should have accepted that it was going to be a little harsh towards the end. It was a decision I made, and it didn't pay off.
Sid Schultz, welcome back, Sid.
Yeah, I feel like I had a moment when we started going up Windmill, because I had caught another girl right like at the creek crossing, and then she just obliterated me on the first steep part. That I was like, okay, gonna have to just do my own thing today. And that was a very long, prolonged slog by myself.
I pushed about as hard as I could have today, given that my legs were like, cool, you're done. Got some real solid double leg cramps, and I haven't had double leg cramps like that for a while.
I think I did a good job with my personal objectives. I finished a bar on the climb that I said I was gonna eat a bar on. Drank the whole second super fuel. Drank a lot of my pack on that last section because I knew it was going to go on forever, and it did. I don't know, I'm like a little disappointed with the result, but it is what it is.
All in all, not our best weekend.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
But I did it.
You did it.
We won't sugarcoat it. We were both pretty disappointed with this race, and we both believe we are capable of more. But we're not discouraged. Sometimes a bad race is just as motivating as a good one, if not more. And next week, we're going to take a tough love look at this performance and see what we can learn from it. I decided my spirit animal
Oh, yes?
is a cockroach.
Oh, a cockroach.
Very hard to kill.